Good afternoon, everyone. Travis Stone from Churchill Downs, and welcome to the draw for both the Oaks and the Derby, taking place on the same time, the same day, Monday of Derby Week. Beautiful day here in Louisville. I'd like to welcome on the stage the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission Chief Steward, Barbara Borden, presiding over her 11th Kentucky Derby. Also on the stage is Churchill Downs Racetrack President Mike Anderson. This will be his 26th Derby he's been involved with at Churchill Downs. Churchill Downs Incorporated General Counsel Neil Curtis, his 3rd Kentucky Derby. On the table, we have Vice President of Racing and Racing Secretary Ben Huffman. He started with Churchill Downs in the fall of 2006. And next to him is Assistant Racing Secretary and Stakes Coordinator Dan Bork. They are responsible for putting all of the races together throughout the season here at Churchill Downs. And of course, to hang the silks is Miss Kentucky, Haley Wheeler. As mentioned, it's a entry sheet and pill pull draw. We'll draw 7 horses, take a brief break, draw the next 7. And with that, here we go.
Okay. Put in 14. Right off the bat, also eligible 15 is Beguine with Ricardo Santana. Also eligible 15 is Beguine.
Number 7.
7, Echo Zulu, Joel Rosario.
Number 7, Echo Zulu, is trying to become the first filly champion to win the Oaks and Silver Bullet Day in 1999. She'll be making her Churchill Downs debut in the Oaks, but she's raced at 4 different racetracks and has never lost. Trainer Steve Asmussen has won the Oaks twice. Joel Rosario seeking his first Kentucky Oaks victory. Echo Zulu, number 7.
Number 8.
8, Venti Valentine, Tyler Gaffalione.
Number 8, Venti Valentine, is a New York bred by Firing Line, who was runner-up to American Pharoah in the 2015 Kentucky Derby. She's also never been worse than second in her 5 career starts and narrowly lost to Nest last year, who projects to be one of the favorites this year. New York-based Jorge Abreu will use leading rider Tyler Gaffalione in the Oaks. Venti Valentine, number 8.
13.
13 is Shahama, Flavian Pratt.
Number 13, Shahama, for trainer Todd Pletcher. She'll be making her North American debut in the Oaks. She hasn't raced since February, but she is undefeated in 4 starts and has never lost a race by less than 2 lengths. She is unmistakable on the racetrack. Shahama has a giant white blaze covering her entire face. Shahama, number 13.
Number 9.
9 is Desert Dawn, Umberto Rispoli.
Number 9 is Desert Dawn. The Californian was an upset winner of the Santa Anita Oaks in her most recent start. She is owned and bred by Elena and Hollis Krim of H&E Ranch in Globe, Arizona, making Desert Dawn an Arizona bred. Umberto Rispoli has the mount for Phil D'Amato. Desert Dawn, number 9.
Number 6.
6, Ugiri, Florent Giroux.
Number 6 is Ugiri, whose first career start was a winning one right here at Churchill Downs last September for trainer Rudy Brisset. Like her sire Shackelford, Ugiri has plenty of tactical speed, which figures to be an asset in this year's Oaks. Jockey Florent Giroux, who has won the Oaks twice, posted a chart of her maiden win on Twitter to remind everyone of her versatility. Ugiri has indeed won races both on the lead and after rating. Ugiri, number 6.
Number 10.
10, Kathleen O, Javier Castellano.
Number 10 is Kathleen O, one of 3 undefeated fillies in this year's Oaks. She has won her 4 starts by more than 12 combined lengths. Trainer Shug McGahee won the Oaks in 1993 with dispute. Javier Castellano is seeking his first Oaks victory with Kathleen O, number 10.
Number 4.
4, Nest, Irad Ortiz.
Number 4 is Nest, who hinted at her talent when winning her first career race going long by 5 lengths last September. She's only lost once, and the margin of her breakout win in the Ashland was the 3rd largest in the last 30 years. Jockey Irad Ortiz, who's been on her for all of her wins, has the call on Nest. That's number 4. That's the first 7. We'll take a brief break, and we'll draw the final 7 right after this. All right, here we go. We'll draw the final 7 for the Kentucky Oaks. The mile and eighth distance here at Churchill Downs gives the horses about a furlong and a half run to that first turn to establish position for the race. And gentlemen, the final 7.
Okay, here we go.
Number 5.
5, Goddess of Fire, Johnny Velasquez.
Number 5, Goddess of Fire, is Red Oak Stables' homebred, is one of Todd Pletcher's 3 runners in this year's Oaks. Pletcher, with 4 wins in the Oaks, is tied for second all-time. John Velasquez and Pletcher won last year's Oaks, and they won their first Oaks together back in 2004. They're teaming up again with Goddess of Fire, number 5.
14.
14, Turner Loose, Manny Franco.
Number 14, Turner Loose, the outside post for this year's Oaks. Started her career with 4 consecutive turf starts, but won her dirt debut at the fairgrounds in her first start as a 3-year-old. Manny Franco, who regularly rides in New York, has the call. Brad Cox won the Oaks in 2018 with Monomoy Girl and 2020 with She Dares the Devil. 14, Turner Loose.
Number 2.
2, Nostalgic, Jose Ortiz.
Number 2 is Nostalgic, a Dolphin homebred who was given a perfect ride by Jose Ortiz in winning the Gazelle last time out at Aqueduct. Ortiz won the 2019 Kentucky Oaks with another good ride on Serengeti Empress. Trainer Bill Ma is the 3rd all-time leading trainer here at Churchill Downs, seeking his first Oaks win. Nostalgic, number 2.
Number 11.
11, Cocktail Moments, Corey Lannery.
Number 11 is Cocktail Moments. Corey Lannery is going to ride one of a few fillies that broke their maiden here at Churchill Downs. She's never been worse than 3rd in 4 career starts, despite developing a distinct come-from-behind style. Corey Lannery is the 4th leading all-time rider here at Churchill Downs and is always worth a little extra. That is Cocktail Moments, number 11.
Number 1.
1, Secret Oath, Luis Saez.
Number 1, Secret Oath. Trainer Dwayne Lucas is back in the Oaks and is 1 win away from tying Woody Stevens for most wins. His first win came in 1982, his most recent 1990. Secret Oath broke her maiden on our Stars of Tomorrow card last year, became a major Oaks contender after winning 2 stakes at Oaklawn Park by a combined 14-plus lengths. Luis Saez will ride Secret Oath for the first time. Post 1.
Number 12.
12, Candy Raid, Rafael Bejarano.
Number 12 is Candy Raid. The most experienced horse in the race, was a last-to-first winner of the Bourbonnette Oaks up by 71 last month at Turfway Park. Her running style is similar to that of Blind Luck, who won the Oaks in 2010. Blind Luck was ridden by Rafael Bejarano, who will also ride Candy Raid, number 12.
And the 3.
3 is Hidden Connection, Relu Gutierrez.
Number 3, Hidden Connection, kicked off this year's Road to the Kentucky Oaks by winning the Pocahontas last year right here at Churchill Downs. Her rider, Ray Gutierrez, graduated from SUNY Cortland in New York with a degree in exercise science, and he told me he looked at his student loans and decided to pursue a career as a jockey. Gutierrez said trainer Brett Calhoun has Hidden Connection back in her best form, evidenced by nearly beating Echo Zulu last time out. Hidden Connection, number 3. Those are the 14 that have drawn. We will now take another brief break, get you the morning line odds. We'll be back after this. Thank you, gentlemen, and welcome back to the post-position draw for the Kentucky Oaks. Kentucky Derby soon to follow. Now we have the TwinSpires.com morning line odds as prepared by Mike Battaglia. And for those of you in the room, I'll read the odds down in alphabetical order since we all have these draw sheets. I will identify the first three favorites, though, as we do so. So first off on your draw sheet, number 12, Candy Raid, is 30-1. Number 11, Cocktail Moments with Corey Lanery, 30-1. Number 9, Desert Dawn with Umberto Rispoli, 20-1. Number 7, Echo Zulu with Joel Rosario, third choice at 4-1. Number 5, Goddess of Fire, John Velasquez, 15-1. Number 3, Hidden Connection with Ray Gutierrez, 20-1. Number 10, Kathleen O with Javier Castellano is the second favorite on the morning line odds at 7-2 odds. Number 4, Nest with Irad Ortiz Jr. is the 5-2 morning line favorite for this year's Kentucky Oaks. Number 2, Nostalgic with Jose Ortiz is 15-1. Number 1, Secret Oath, Luis Saez, 6-1. Number 13, Shahama, Flavian Pratt at 15-1. Number 14, Turner Loose with Mandy Franco, 20-1. Number 8, Venti Valentine with Tyler Gaffleone, 20-1. Number 6, Ugiri, Florent Giroux at 30. And also eligible 15, Beguine, is 30-1. So once again, the morning line favorite for the Oaks this year, Nest at 5-2, followed by Kathleen O 7-2, Echo Zulu 4-1. We'll take another brief break, get ready to draw the Kentucky Derby, and we'll be back after this. Steve Buttleman with a quick change from the pink to the red, signifying we're about to draw the Kentucky Derby, the 148th running. Once again, welcome back to Churchill Downs. It's Monday of Derby week. Beautiful day outside. The energy in the room is real as we get set to draw the 148th Kentucky Derby, taking place this Saturday. I'll let Ben announce the also eligibles. There's 2 also eligibles in here. We'll draw 10 horses, and then we'll take another brief break, and we'll draw the final 10 for this year's Derby. Ben?
Okay. Okay, the 2 also eligibles in order of points. Also eligible 21, Rich Strike, Sonny Leone. Also eligible 22, Rattle and Roll, James Graham.
They will have until Friday at 9 a.m. to draw into the race. Friday at 9 a.m. is scratch time for both the Oaks and the Derby.
Okay, here we go. 20 horses.
Number 7.
7, Crown Pride, Christophe Lemaire.
Number 7 is Crown Pride. This is trainer Koichi Shintani's first international graded stakes winner, and they sound pretty excited here in the front row. Shintani has piqued a lot of interest this week with his unique to America training style for the UAE Derby winner. He is the second Japanese bred to run in the Kentucky Derby. Master fencer who was the first ran 6th. Crown Pride, number 7.
Number 13.
13, Simplification, Jose Ortiz.
Number 13, Simplification, is the Fountain of Youth winner, was 3rd as the favorite in the Florida Derby. Jockey Jose Ortiz said they'll need another start like the Florida Derby to get position, but that the Fountain of Youth was probably his best style. He said in the Florida Derby there was mid-race pressure he believes caused their late fade. Ortiz has finished 2nd and 3rd in the Derby from only 6 mounts. That is Simplification, number 13.
Number 20.
20, Ethereal Road, Louis Contreras.
Number 20 is Ethereal Road, who jumped into the Derby scene just this morning, narrowly lost the Rebel this year. This will be D-Wayne Lucas's 50th Kentucky Derby starter. He is seeking his 5th win. Number 20, Ethereal Road.
Number 8.
8, Charge It, Luis Saez.
Number 8 is Charge It, a homebred from Andy Pope's Whisper Hill Farm, who made his first start in just January of this year. In the Florida Derby, he broke inward and hit the gate door to his left-hand side. Despite that, he still finished 2nd. And the Florida Derby is historically the most productive prep for the Kentucky Derby. 24 winners coming out of the South Florida race. That is Charge It, number 8.
Number 5.
5, Smile Happy, Corey Lannery.
Number 5 is Smile Happy, who powered home in last fall's Kentucky Jockey Club right here at Churchill Downs, defeating several other Derby rivals in the process. Lucky 7 Stable is owned by Louisville's Mike Mackin and his family. He said they will have at least 70 and upwards of 80 family members in attendance this weekend. He was disappointed with the 2nd place finish in the Bluegrass until a reporter said to him on the racetrack, "How does it feel to have a horse qualify for the Derby?" To which he said the disappointment instantly went away. That is Smile Happy, number 5.
$16.
16, Cyberknife, Florent Giroux.
Number 16, Cyberknife. Trainer Al Gold started owning horses back in 2004. Cyberknife is his first graded stakes winner. It's been well reported these last few weeks that he named Cyberknife after a device used to treat prostate cancer. He said he wanted to get the story out on how painless and successful the method is. He's done just that. We wish him luck on both fronts. Cyberknife, number 16.
Number 2.
2, Happy Jack, Rafael Bejarano.
Number 2 is Happy Jack. Trainer Doug O'Neill said this week that training horses is a, quote, inexact science. And he worked Happy Jack the atypical distance of 1 mile at Keeneland on Saturday. O'Neill said Happy Jack is a really good-looking, healthy colt that thrives on action. And to prove it to himself, he wanted a really solid piece of exercise. And Happy Jack responded beautifully. O'Neill is seeking his 3rd win with the Calumet Farm homebred in the Derby. Happy Jack.
Number 18.
18, Tawny Port, Ricardo Santana.
18, Tawny Port shares the name with a type of Portuguese wine, looks to join Charismatic and Swale as Derby winners to prep in the Lexington. Trainer Brad Cox credited John Ford of Peachtree Stable for wanting to try the Lexington. It was his first dirt victory. This will be Peachtree Stable's fourth Derby starter. They finished second with Invisible Ink back in 2001. Tawny Port, 18.
Number 9.
9, Tis the Bomb, Brian Hernandez Jr.
30 years ago, Lily T used what is now known as the Jeff Ruby Stakes on the road to his Kentucky Derby win, and Tis the Bomb is hoping to do the same, just as Animal Kingdom did back in 2011. The obvious question surrounding Tis the Bomb is whether or not the surface is the reason for his improved form as late, but Brian Hernandez credits maturity more than surface, saying since he has turned 3, he has grown up a lot. Tis the Bomb, number 9.
Number 1.
1, Mo Donegal, Irad Ortiz.
Number 1, Mo Donegal. Jerry Crawford of Donegal Racing said they use an algorithm to find classic distance horses, and so far they've finished third twice in the Kentucky Derby from just 3 starters. He calls Mo Donegal a freight train horse that is flexible with post position, which is good, as he just drew the rail, and they're thrilled to have Irad Ortiz riding. Speaking of Irad, when asked if it's Irad or Irad, he said, quote, however you feel comfortable, followed by a laughing emoji, so Irad it is. Mo Donegal, number 1. And that is the first 10. So we'll take a brief break, and we'll be back with the second 10 right after this. All right, here we go to draw the final 10 post positions for Saturday's 148th Kentucky Derby. Gentlemen, last 10.
All right, here we go.
Number 4.
4, Summer is Tomorrow, Mikhail Barzalona.
Number 4, Summer is Tomorrow, was born in America, sold in England, conditioned in the UAE by an Indian trainer, and will be piloted by a French jockey, a true international entrant in this year's Derby. His trainer, Bhupat Simar, assisted by his wife Caroline, is in his first year as head trainer. He has worked in the United States before. Summer is Tomorrow has early speed and is expected to show it early. Number 4.
Number 10.
10, Zandon, Flavian Pratt.
Number 10, Zandon. Owner Jeff Drown named Zandon after a Colorado hunting buddy who will join him here in Louisville. When asked how he was feeling, he said, "Life's a journey, can't get too upset over a horse race." And then he paused and said, "But it sure would be nice." This will be Chad Brown's 7th Kentucky Derby starter. His best finish was with Good Magic, second at 9-1. Zandon figures to be at least half that price come post time. Flavian Pratt, who moved his tech east earlier this year, is seeking his second Derby win. Zandon, number 10.
19.
19, Zozos, Manny Franco.
Number 19, Zozos, is named after a restaurant in the Virgin Islands where Minnesotans Barry and Joni Butzo were eating there the day Zozos won his first race for trainer Brad Cox. Manny Franco, who finished second with Tiz DeLaw back in 2020, has the mount. It'll be his first time on Zozos. To prepare, Manny said he's going to watch film of his past races to familiarize with himself as much as possible and then lean on Brad Cox for any additional insight for number 19, Zozos.
Number 15.
15, White Abarrio, Tyler Gaffalione.
Number 15, White Abarrio. Trainer Safi Joseph Jr. will be experiencing a May Derby for the first time this year and is trying to stay calm, but admitted the nerves will kick in come race day. When saddling a horse, he likes his jockeys to be assertive coming out of the gate, but after that, it's up to them, and he will leave it up to Tyler Gaffalione, who started riding regularly here in Kentucky in 2018 and has won 6 straight Churchill Downs riding titles. White Abarrio, 15.
Number 14.
14 is Barber Road, Ray Gutierrez.
Number 14, Barber Road, has been never worse than 4th in 8 career starts, despite developing a deep closing running style. Ray Gutierrez will go through his normal routine after today's draw, and he says, like when preparing for a test, he doesn't want to overdo it, but his goal will be to drop in and save as much ground as possible. Barber Road is trainer John Ortiz's first Derby starter, post 14.
Number 12.
12, Taba, Mike Smith.
Number 12, Taba. Taba is the nickname for the city of Medina in Saudi Arabia, much like calling New York City Gotham or Los Angeles the City of Angels. In the last 10 years, 3 horses that won the Santa Anita Derby went on to win the Kentucky Derby. Mike Smith, a 2-time Kentucky Derby winner, has more mounts than anyone and is, at 56 years old, looking to become the oldest winning jockey on Taba, number 12.
Number 11.
11, Pioneer of Medina, Joe Bravo.
Number 11, Pioneer of Medina, drew into the main body of this year's Derby just yesterday. It'll be his 7th career start at his 5th different racetrack, and he's never had the same jockey twice. He's from Pioneer of the Nile's last crop at stud, who is also known as a sire of American Pharoah. Pioneer of Medina, number 11.
17.
17, Classic Causeway, Julian Leperoux.
Classic Causeway is the first horse in the main body of the field to appear on the road to the Kentucky Derby leaderboard back in October. After a disappointing start in the Florida Derby, Brian Lynch briefly removed him from consideration, but they're back in. And jockey Julian Leperoux, who's ranked 5th in all-time wins here at Churchill Downs, said their final workout went perfectly, but was non-committal about strategy, wanting to see how today's post-draw went. Classic Causeway, number 17.
Number 3.
3, Epicenter, Joel Rosario.
Number 3, Epicenter. An earthquake around the naming deadline prompted Ron Winchell and racing manager DJ Fisk to settle on the name Epicenter. For Churchill Downs' all-time leading trainer Steve Asmussen, this will be his shortest price Derby starter yet. He has twice finished second. Jockey Joel Rosario won the Derby with Orb in 2013.
And the 6.
6 is Messier, John Velazquez.
Messier will be the 13th Canadian bred to start in the Kentucky Derby. Victory Gallop finished second in 1998, the best finisher of that group. He's named after 25-year NHL veteran Mark Messier. Messier will be piloted by 23-year Derby veteran John Velasquez, who is a 3-time winner of the race. Another win would put him in a tie for second alongside Bill Shoemaker for most ever, and that is Messier, number 6. Those are the post positions for Saturday's 148th Kentucky Derby. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back with the morning line odds for this year's Run for the Roses. Back after this. All right, everybody, welcome back to the post-position draw for the Oaks and the Derby. We just drew the Derby, and now we have the Morning line odds as prepared for by Mike Battaglia. Battaglia has made the morning line for the Kentucky Derby for 48 years. So here we go, and we'll do the same thing as the Oaks, and we'll read down those odds in alphabetical order for the Kentucky Derby. All right, here we go. Number 14, Barber Road is 30 to 1. Number 8, Charge It is 20 to 1. Number 17, Classic Causeway is 30 to 1. Number 7, Crown Pride is 20 to 1. Number 16, Cyberknife is 20 to 1. Number 3, Epicenter is 7 to 2, the second favorite on the morning line. Number 20, Ethereal Road is 30 to 1. Number 2, Happy Jack is 30 to 1. Number 6, Messier is the third favorite at 8 to 1. Mo Donegal, number 1, 10 to 1. Pioneer of Medina, number 11, 30 to 1. Number 13, Simplification is 20 to 1. Number 5, Smile Happy is 20 to 1. Number 4, Summer is Tomorrow, 30 to 1. Number 12, Taba, 12 to 1. 18, Tawnyport, 30 to 1. Tis the Bomb, 30 to 1. White Abario, number 15, 10 to 1. Morning line favorite for the 148th Kentucky Derby, number 10, Zandon, 3 to 1. Number 19, Zozos, 20 to 1. And both Rich Strike and Rattle and Roll, the also eligibles 21 and 22, are 30 to 1. So there you have it, the fields for both the Oaks and the Derby. We'll see you here, Churchill Downs, all throughout Derby week, and of course Friday and Saturday. We'll send it back to the guys on set. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. Have a great afternoon.